So, chosen one, before you even hear this message, pause and comment. This is for me. I receive it. Don't wait. Don't scroll. Speak it now. Because what you're about to hear isn't information, it's transformation. It's not just words, it's a word from heaven. July 9th is not just a date. It's a divine turning point. It's a spiritual marker. A line in the sand where everything begins to move. You've been sensing it. You've been feeling something shift in the background. Something pulling at your spirit. Something stirring in the silence. That's because the silence wasn't empty, it was sacred. You weren't forgotten. You were being formed. And now the forming is finished. Now the releasing begins. You weren't buried. You were planted. And this is the season of rising. God said you're ready? Not because you feel strong, but because you stayed faithful. You didn't quit when it got dark. You didn't let go when you felt alone. You still believed when there was nothing left to believe in. You still prayed when heaven seemed silent. That's why you're here. That's why this word found you. Because you're not late. You're right on time. You're not behind. You're aligned. Everything that looked like delay was actually divine design. The pain had a purpose. The tears watered the seed. The losses made room for what's coming. And what's coming is bigger than you expected. God said you're ready for the millions. Not just millions in your bank, millions of moments, millions of people, millions of breakthroughs, millions of purposes being fulfilled through you. This is not prosperity hype. This is prophetic reality. This is not about clout. This is about calling. God doesn't bless noise. He blesses obedience. And you've been obedient in the dark. You've trusted without applause. You've surrendered without spotlight. You said yes when it hurt. You gave when it cost you. You stayed when you had every reason to walk away. And now, heaven is responding. Doors are opening that you didn't knock on. People are remembering your name without you asking. Rooms are shifting in your direction. Because the favor on your life is visible now. The oil you carry is undeniable. And the enemy knows it. That's why the warfare was so heavy. That's why the isolation was so long. That's why the heartbreak came suddenly. The enemy wasn't fighting your past. He was terrified of your future. He knew once you got here, nothing could stop you. That's why he attacked early. That's why the pressure started young. That's why you felt like you've been carrying weight your whole life. It's because you were chosen early. Handpicked. Set apart. You weren't called to blend in. You were called to break cycles. To carry fire. To interrupt patterns. To shift generations. And July 9th is not the beginning, it's the revealing. You're not becoming it, you already are it. This is not about becoming ready. It's about heaven declaring. Now they're ready to be seen. You were hidden for protection, covered in quiet, wrapped in waiting. But now God is uncovering you. He's revealing the light He placed inside you. He's unlocking the purpose He buried in you. You were never overlooked. You were overqualified. You didn't miss it. You were being matured for it. You didn't lose time. You were gaining depth. You weren't being punished. You were being positioned. And this moment right now, this very day, is the signal from heaven. The signal that says the process is complete. The crushing produced oil. The silence produced strength. The fire produced faith. And now the release is here. You won't have to push for it. You won't have to beg for it. You won't have to force what's already been assigned. This is the season of ease. The season of divine access. The season where everything starts to align. Suddenly. Swiftly. Supernaturally. And if you're reading this with a shaking chest or teary eyes, that's your confirmation. This isn't random. You didn't scroll here by mistake. God drew you in. Because this is the exact moment He planned for your spirit to awaken. I want you to write this in the comments right now. I was made for July 9th. Say it and seal it. Type it and agree. Let the digital world see your spiritual decision. This moment is sacred. And it's yours. Everything you lost is being restored. Everything stolen is being returned. Everything delayed is being accelerated. You are not empty. You are loaded. You are not tired. You are aligned. You are not forgotten. You are remembered. And this shift? It's not subtle. It's seismic. The ground beneath your life is being rearranged. The foundation is shaking, but it's not breaking. It's being rebuilt for what's coming. Bigger dreams, higher platforms, deeper impact, greater reach. Not because you chased it, but because you can carry it. You're not in competition. You're in purpose. You're not here to prove. You're here to release. The millions are already moving. The flow has already started. The provision is already unlocked. God said, "Now. It's time." The weight was heavy, but it made you strong. The pain was long, but it made you pure. The waiting was hard, but it made you wise. And now you carry something rare, something sacred, something spiritual. You don't need validation. You don't need a cosign. You have the anointing. You have the oil. You have heaven's yes. And everything is responding to that yes. Watch how fast things shift. Watch how peace replaces anxiety. Watch how joy returns with fire. Watch how your name is elevated without effort. You won't have to prove anything. Your presence will speak for itself. Because what you carry cannot be hidden anymore. God is sending people, sending provision, sending clarity, sending peace. Because you've been faithful. Because you've been still. Because you've been pure. And now you're ready. Not in theory, but in spirit, in timing, in posture. And if your heart knows this is for you, type it again. This is my shift. This is my season. Feel it in your bones. Say it till it sinks in. Because heaven isn't just watching. Heaven is moving. Right now. July 9th was always yours. And what's coming will be more than you imagine. And now that it has started, there's no going back. You may not see it yet, but something already shifted. Something broke in the spirit. Something opened that was closed. Something aligned that felt out of reach. You're not imagining this momentum. You're not overthinking the pressure. This is real. This is heaven's delivery. This is what you've been praying for in silence. What you've cried out for when no one was watching. God didn't forget. He was preparing the weight of the answer. And now, the delivery is being made. You'll see it in strange ways. Random breakthroughs. Sudden calls. Peace where you expected anxiety. Strength where you used to tremble. You'll see people return with apologies. You'll see opportunities that feel too easy, but they're not easy, they're earned. You didn't skip the steps. You endured them. You bled through them. You trusted through them. And now grace is about to make it look effortless. That's what favor does. It makes the painful process produce visible peace. And you're in that place now. That shift space. That place between prophecy and fulfillment. Where heaven finishes what earth started. Where time catches up to eternity. Where what God said and what you see finally look the same. That's where you are. And yes, it's okay to feel afraid. But move anyway. You've never been here before, but heaven has. Heaven knows this path. And heaven says, go forward. Don't analyze it. Don't sabotage it. Don't delay it. Just obey it. The doors will swing. The water will part. The ground will hold. Because this is not your doing. It's His. And He doesn't start what He won't finish. That's why you didn't die in the middle. That's why you didn't lose your mind. That's why you didn't let bitterness win. Because you were always meant to arrive here. This exact moment. This divine space. This new place. The pain didn't stop it. The fear didn't cancel it. The doubt didn't destroy it. Because God already saw this date. Before the foundations of the world, He wrote it down. July 9th, marked, sealed, declared. This is when I'll release it. And here you are. You didn't miss it. You're not too late. You're right on time. You're standing in prophecy. You're walking in answered prayer. You're becoming what you used to cry for. You're stepping into what you used to feel unworthy of. But now, the shame is broken. The guilt is gone. The self-doubt is lifting. Because glory is heavier than guilt. And purpose is louder than fear. And favor is stronger than failure. You are not broken anymore. You're whole. You're not wandering anymore. You're aligned. You're not hoping anymore. You're living it. You don't have to explain it. You don't have to prove it. The fruit will speak. The fire will fall. The oil will flow. And those who misunderstood you will witness you. Not because you flexed, but because you followed. Not because you forced, but because you obeyed. God is using what you thought was nothing. He's turning pain into power, loss into legacy, silence into strategy, rejection into redirection. The people who left made space for the ones who carry your next. And now those people are being sent. Sent to bless. Sent to build. Sent to align. Because this time, it's not going to break. This time, you won't sabotage it. This time, you'll be ready. And you are ready. You've passed the test. The pressure didn't crush you. It purified you. It humbled you. It shaped you. You don't even realize how sharp you've become. How clear your spirit is now. How deep your roots have grown. You're not who you used to be. And the enemy knows it. That's why he's panicking. That's why everything around you has tried to distract you. Because when a chosen one wakes up, hell trembles. And you're not just awake. You're walking. You're aligned. You're dangerous. To every lie. To every curse. To every generational cycle that stops with you. You are not your past. You are not your pain. You are prophecy in motion. You are a divine interruption. You are a threat to darkness. You don't need a title. You don't need a platform. You don't need a crowd. You carry weight in the spirit. You carry answers. You carry God's breath. You've been trusted with fire. And that fire is falling again. Right now. In your room. In your chest. In your spirit. Something is awakening. Something ancient. Something eternal. This isn't motivation. This is confirmation. This is divine. And I need you to type this in the comments if you feel it burning in you. This is already happening. Let others see it. Let your words become testimony. Let your faith go ahead of the fruit. Because what's happening next will not make sense. It will not follow logic. It will break every formula. It will overflow what you've prepared. It will stretch your comfort. It will shift your identity. Because when heaven moves, everything around you adjusts. People won't recognize you. Don't explain. Just move. Don't shrink to fit old versions. You are not available for smallness anymore. You are no longer available for guilt, or fear, or second guessing. You've seen too much, survived too much, grown too much, to stay small, to stay silent, to stay scared. The lion in you has awakened. The kingdom in you is expanding. The light in you is burning. And this fire won't go out. You'll wake up with it. You'll speak with it. You'll walk into rooms and shift them without trying. Because what's in you is real. It's holy. It's heaven. And now, it's time. This is it, the part where prophecy meets presence. The moment where your soul exhales because it finally recognizes what it was created for. You've carried this word without words for so long. You've felt it before anyone confirmed it. You knew you were chosen before anyone clapped. And now God is confirming what you always sensed, that this journey wasn't punishment, it was preparation. That the isolation wasn't rejection, it was redirection. That the long wait wasn't divine denial, it was divine protection. He was keeping you ready for a moment like this. A moment when the spiritual clock would strike alignment, and all the invisible seeds you've sown would start to bloom in public. No more striving. No more surviving. This is the era of overflow. The hour of oil. The moment of movement. And the shift you're feeling in your spirit right now? That's not hype. That's heaven. That's the anointing testifying. It's time. Time to rise. Time to speak. Time to believe again. Time to stop hiding and step into the stage heaven built for you, even if it looks small. God makes platforms out of places people ignore. He creates stages out of silence. He raises voices in valleys. And He's doing it again, with you. You are the chosen one. The breaker. The builder. The bold. The one who never fitted because you were born to break out. And everything about your story that made you feel less? It's about to become your testimony. The loss, the pain, the shame, now it carries power. Now it carries oil. And now it will carry others. You didn't bleed for nothing. You didn't stay for nothing. You didn't endure for nothing. Heaven saw it. Heaven recorded it. And heaven is repaying it, in peace, in purpose, in provision. So don't question it. Don't fear it. Just receive it. The millions coming your way aren't just numbers. They're people, impact, souls, opportunities, restoration. They're divine reminders that God can restore 10 years in one moment. That He can lift the humble in a second. That what He promised will never return void. This is not a YouTube video. This is your confirmation. This is your upper room moment. And I dare you, if you've felt anything through this, if your spirit stirred at even one sentence, type this now in the comments. God, I receive every part of this. Let the world scroll by while you publicly claim what's been privately promised. Don't shrink anymore. Don't wait for applause. Move in anointing. You are covered. You are equipped. And you are completely, unapologetically, finally, ready. And if this message found you in a moment you were about to give up, stay. Stay planted. Stay trusting. Because your harvest is not on the way, it's here. And if this divine word spoke directly to your spirit, I'd love for you to subscribe to this channel and join the family. This isn't just content, this is a movement of chosen ones rising, of voices healing, of souls awakening. If you're one of them, hit that subscribe button and be part of what God is doing here. And if you feel led to support this channel so we can keep spreading these divine messages to more lives and souls, you can bless this space by donating through the Buy Me a Coffee link in the pinned comment and description below. No pressure, just faith. Every seed helps. Every share heals. Every prayer matters. And most of all, your presence here is already a gift. Thank you for being here. Thank you for staying. July 9th is not just a date. It's your divine doorway. Step through it like it's already open. Because it is. And your future? It's waiting on the other side of this yes.